All right, I'm looking at another Xordle. This is the game that's just like Wordle, but there's two words overlaid on the same grid. I've got hard mode turned on, so the starting word is grayed out, and it looks like this is another crossover puzzle, which means that the two words share exactly one letter in the same position. So let's go with our usual chomp and fudgy start. Oh, gee, thanks. There's no Q. They were very helpful by letting us know there's no Q. I mean, we got almost nothing here, so let's do I want to do stare? Or stare that way, or stain, or stale. Any of those are good. Let's do stare without the E. Okay. It could be quote, possibly. Quota. A few things it could be. We've got the ST. I'm kind of thinking, what if we do like an EST, or TS, or Interesting that there's no A, I, or U. There's got to be an E. Almost for sure. So, what if we did like a be set and check two spots for the E and just check and see if there is two E's potentially? That's not terrible. Let's go for it. Ooh, okay. It is either quote or quota. There's only one E. So one word has the E, one word has the O, and there's because there's a crossover puzzle, so the O and the E are not the letter that's the same in both, which is interesting. Neither is the T. So if the S were second, it's not going to be BS, so it would have to be BE, which means it doesn't have the O, but it's interesting that there's an E. That's kind of tricky. We've got an E second, and it's the only vowel. There's no Y, there's no A, I, or U. We can't put O in both words. So it has to have a triple consonant after the E. Which if you do the T, what are you going to put after? You could do an S, but what, like belts or something? I mean, that's about the only way I can see that working. Interesting. I'm thinking about just trying some new letters. I don't know what to do with this. We could do BLO. There could be another O, so you could do like bloom. Well, there's no M, but something like that. You could have another O or a double O here. Oh, interesting. Actually, so I said that you're going to have a triple consonant after the E, but that's not necessarily true, because you could have an E and an O fourth, and then the other word could have a double O, and that fourth O could be the crossover letter potentially. Okay, that makes a bit of a difference. So I want to do something with an O here to check that. I'd like to do some other letters that we haven't done yet. Something like, known would be good, but I want to do the O fourth. I don't know. We could do allow. That gets the L and the W and checks two spots for the L. Because at this point, we need more letters, so there's a decent chance there's an L. Doesn't check the N, but I'm going to go for that. Okay. Well, I don't think we're going to have an O in the word with the E then, because if you do a double O in the one word, it's probably second or fourth, but you can't be second because that's where the E is. I mean, it could be second. You could have two O's in the O word still, but okay. Quote. B. Okay, B something. If the B has the O, after B, it's got to be L or R, which aren't in the thing, or a double O. Books. You have quote. It could be books, and then the other one would be the E and the T. Tents. I mean, that would work. The S would be the repeated letter, but how? At this point, okay, the crossover letter has to be fifth. which could be the S, but tense doesn't really make sense with quote. Books works. Tense, vents. I'm going to try books. Okay, it was books. So it is this. Texts. Texts, not tense. Texts. There we go. All right. The filler letter helped me again. All right. Well, interesting that we had the crossover letter, and it was the letter that makes them plurals, which in a lot of word puzzles, they don't include plurals that just end in S, but this is one that does. So there we go. There's our quote equals books plus text. Very nice. All right, well, it was a little bit of a struggle as usual. Once the starting word got, and I got the other stuff to kind of fall into place, it all made sense, but just wasn't seeing it at first. So let me know how your solve went, and of course, be sure to subscribe for more.